by our entire ball club tonight. Guys really no quit, not giving up. Things were looking a little bleak there early on after they put the big inning on us in the fifth inning off Bryce. And then, Sauce has been so good. He made a couple mistakes, a couple big hits to basically break the game open. And even when I'm on the mound there, we just got to hang in there. And, said to the guys, Handy comes up, it's a big home run. But the leadoff double there by Randy kind of fired us up in the sixth inning. And then guys started to roll after that. A lot of big hits, good at-bats. Luke Raley, huge pinch hit off the bench there with 2 outs. We needed a big knock tonight, and we got one. And then unbelievable job by our bullpen. The guys really stepped up tonight. After Sauce, all the guys came in, executed pitches. Colin Snyder he's been hot. He's been throwing the ball great. Had a really good road trip and continued it tonight, getting those 3 outs there in the 10th inning. So momentum win for me. We haven't had a walk-off here in a while. We had a bunch of them early in the season. It wasn't pretty. I don't think we had a hit in the last inning, but we had good at-bats. And, Hanny rode out the at-bat, and then we were able to get, ball 4. We'll take it. It's a W, and got a chance to sweep them tomorrow. So everybody chipping in. That's what it takes. But big hits. We put a rally together tonight. Randy, the energy that Robles continues to give us, it's really paying off, and it's making a big difference with this team. So I'll take any questions.
Mitch just looks more comfortable in the box over these past, week or two. Is that what you're seeing as well?
Yeah, he told me he was, and he said it about 10 days ago. I'm about to get hot. And, you can just see he's seeing the ball better. His timing's good. The quality at bats, he's hitting the ball harder. Not always getting the ball to fall in, but he has here recently. And when he gets hot, he can hit any pitch. He can hit who's ever on the mound, righty or lefty, and we're seeing that right now.
Just how big can a turnaround from him be for you guys?
It's huge. Yeah, it's huge. I think, he's had great years here. Where he's hit the long ball. He's been really consistent at the plate. It's been a little frustrating for him, like a lot of our guys early in the season, to get it going. But, players that have played as long as he has in the league, they feel it. He's starting to feel it, and we need it. We need it. The spots that he hits in, there's going to be guys on base, and he's been coming through here lately.
Scott, the faith you put in him to keep putting him in there, and today there was a lefty, and you could look at the split. You knew there was going to be a lefty. You could look at the splits, and you said you thought it was coming along.
I really did, and you can't get always caught up in the batting average. There's the luck factor at times, the batting average ball in play. Mitch has hit a lot of balls hard against left-handed pitching, has got nothing to show for it. So, when you pull back the hood and you look at all the internal metrics on that, the at-bats have been better against lefties. But the batting average, the OPS, it is what it is. He knows that. He made a few adjustments. He's been right on the lefties of late. He's been the swings have been on time. He's getting the head of the bat out. He's driving the ball. A lot of really good signs from Mitch.
Scott, you talked about it earlier, but holding deficits, even if your relievers come in with the deficit. Now I'm not sure 5-0 is what you're talking about, but they held it there. They allowed you a chance to keep kind of chipping away.
It's so critical. When we talk about bullpen and everybody gets excited about your back-end guys, the 7th, 8th, 9th inning guys when you have a lead, it's the entire group. And the group that can keep the game in check to give your offense a chance to come back. And early in the season, we didn't have a whole lot of firepower. We just weren't doing anything to come back in the games. But there's a different vibe around this team right now with the additions. Some other guys starting to pick it up. The bullpen guys understanding we can put up a 0 and pass the baton to the next guy, and he puts up a 0. Our offense has a chance to get back in the game, and it's huge. This time of year, you have to win games like this. It's not always pretty, but it's everybody contributing. And too many times, those guys that pitch in the 6th, 7th inning when you're down by a couple runs, they kind of get overlooked. They are huge on winning teams.
Scott, Hoffman had allowed only 5 runs all year. Entering tonight to be able to put up the big inning you did against him to get back into this, how nice is that to see for the offense to get somebody good like that?
Yeah, their bullpen's outstanding. They have a lot of velocity. They got guys that strike people out. I think they're one of the top in the league in striking guys out of their bullpen. So the quality of bats against Hoffman, who's had a really good year. Again, we put ourselves in a position that if we could get a big swing out of Raley, it would pay off, and it did. So not just Luke coming through, but the other guys leading up to that, giving us that opportunity. Awesome. And again, it all started with Randy. 2 strikes, hit a 2-strike splitter, down and in, nasty pitch. Most guys don't even make contact with that pitch. He hits a double, gets on second, tries to fire guys up, and it certainly did.
So how's Victor going to be after taking that ball off the knee?
I don't know how Victor's going to be day to day. Ryan, I got to be honest with you. He leaves it all out there every night. Some of the things he does during the game, like he is entertainment. And at the end of the day, that's what baseball is. You know, there's 40,000 people here tonight. I think they got entertained, and the Victor Robleses of the world and the Randy Arozarenas of the world, like, it's what people come to see. And they're playing really well right now. It's a lot of fun, and hopefully we can sweep these guys tomorrow.
Thank you. Bryce, knowing that they're a really good fastball hitting team, it did seem like they kind of grinded you in your pitch count a little bit early. What did you see from their approach at the plate tonight?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of foul balls. There's not very many quick at bats. The Harper at bat, took 12 pitches, ended up in a double, so that didn't help. But yeah, I mean, it's a good hitting team. I felt like overall, like velo and my off-speed stuff were really good today. Just I wasn't able to have very many quick innings. I think I only had one clean inning, so that didn't help. Trying to get deep, but I think a couple of their hits were weak contact, especially the first inning. The first two hits I think they were both broken bats. But it's a good hitting team. So knew that going in. Just had to execute a little better, especially in the fifth. I didn't want to walk Schwarber, but got that sweeper away too far. So, but yeah, overall everything felt really good. Off-speed stuff felt really good. So I think I pitched better than the line says, but.
It seemed like some of the off-speed, even the misses, though, they're highly competitive misses. Like, they were hard takes or, just off the plate. I mean, that's got to, well, it doesn't, like you said, the line score doesn't show it, but it's got to feel better, right? Your off-speed was so competitive.
Yeah, I think, I've said it before, but, you look at how I threw today compared to pretty much any start last year, I think I'm a lot better than I was. And, when you're going up against a team like that it's a good lineup, 1 through 9, and one of the better hitting fastball teams. Like I gotta have secondary, so I'm happy with where they're at and how I located them. I think could have made a couple, some better pitches in certain counts, but overall I'm pretty happy with where the off speed is and how it's come along.
Bryce, what was that 12 pitch at bat with Harper like? Trying to get him out and how you kind of worked through it.
Yeah, it's I didn't want to walk him, so I was pounding him with heaters. But 11 pitches in, he'd seen like 6 straight heaters, so I was like, all right, I got to switch it up. And he, good player, obviously, but it's those at bats. You got to grind through them, but. Anytime you're throwing against a guy like that, it's fun. So just going out and competing against the best hitters in the world, it's a lot of fun, and sometimes they win.
Was there any one, like on those 6 straight heaters, where you thought, yeah, I have him on this fastball, and he still was managed to get a piece of it?
I mean, I was trying to go heaters up, and I threw a couple of the, heaters up in that at bat, and he was just fouling them off, so he was able to get to them and stay alive. But I don't know, he was fouling the heaters off, so I was like, all right, if I just throw something else for a strike, he probably won't be on it. But then I threw it, and then he hit it. But like I said, he's obviously a great hitter, so it was a fun at bat.
Thanks, Bryce.
Thanks, Bryce.
Mitch, Scott said that you came to him about 10 days